Hello friends, Namaste. I am Sachin Patnaik. I will be showing you a live session on hiring of manpower through GEM. I will also show you how to bunch more than one number of manpower services in one bid. In the near future, I will also show you how to decide a manpower hiring case in GEM after opening of the bid. Please subscribe to my channel for getting more such videos in future.
Go to services and search manpower. You will find two types of manpower outsourcing services. One is fixed remuneration and the other one is minimum wage. If you have estimated your hiring as per minimum wage, go for minimum wage manpower outsourcing services. Otherwise, if you have fixed a higher value for the salary of the manpower outsourcing, then select manpower outsourcing services. Now, once you reach in this page, go to contract start date, put the date from which you want to start the contract. Say from January 1st January 21 to 31st December 2021. Then you have to select the tenure and duration of employment. You select for 12 months. For basic monthly pay, you have to calculate backwards from the total amount you want to pay for the services. Say for particularly this category, I have planned to give 22,000 rupees per month. So I need to calculate backwards deducting the PF and ESI, so the amount comes to 19,625. So I put the basic monthly pay in that way. Then of course provident fund will be 1%, ESI will be 1%. If you don't want to pay the bonus, you say 0, and other charges also like ELD also 0. There are 3 non-mandatory compliances written here. If you don't have any non-mandatory compliance, put 0 in all those boxes, and now you give the designation of the service you want to hire. So in this case, I am going for stenographer. Now go and select the consignees. Now you have to select the number of resources you want. Say I need 4 stenographers in this case. So I selected 4. Now type of function, you have to select admin because stenographer comes in admin. Then from the list of profile, you can select stenographer. Educational qualification, it has to be graduate. So I have selected graduate. Specialization, there is no particular specialization required here. So I will select all the specializations mentioned here: commerce, economics, art, science, management, engineering, all those things I will select, so that I don't restrict my requirements to any particular branch of study. Now, post graduation, it is not required for in this case, so I don't select it. And specialization, again, not applicable in this case. Now once you select these things, then go to the experience. In this particular case, I don't need much experience, so I select 0 to 3 years. Now in case of add-on, there is no other certification or training required here. So once I select this, I am finding a lot of offers. If you see, you find that only the percentage of service charges are different. Otherwise, other things are constant for all the offers. So as per our requirement, select a service percentage up to which I can allow for quoting. So I select the number 2, which is for the value of 24,581.49. I add it to the cart. Now it is appearing in the cart. So value is 24,581.48. I can also add other manpower hiring here. So in my case, I am adding 5 types of manpower hiring. So to do that, just click in the left hand side, you go to the same page. If you see the page here, it writes that you can add whatever services in the same cart. So the contract start date and end date are already fixed. Tenure is, you can always change the tenure, and the salary also you can change. In this case, whatever showing is for a training assistant to whom I am ready to pay 28,000. So I am back calculating in the same way what I did in case of stenographer. Other things are the same as whatever I had explained in stenographer. So now again I'll go for the select consignee. I'll see how many resources I want. So I need 4 here also. So I said okay. Now type of function will be others in this case. And list of profile, if you see, there is no profile which matches with the training assistants. So in this case, I will choose training assistants. I am not finding any such profile available. So I will go for a customized profile. So you can see there is no available profile for training assistant. So I go for customized value and I put training assistant in that customized value. Other things we can choose as per our requirement. So after selecting all these things, I find some offers. I will add to my cart. Once I add to the cart, you can see it asks you add to existing cart. If you say add to existing cart, you can see that 2 types of manpowers have been added in the same cart.
At this juncture, please keep your scope of work ready. Make it a PDF document and keep it ready for uploading during bidding process. Please keep your scope of work and job description ready in a PDF format. This will be required to be uploaded during the bidding process. So you need to clearly write what will be the scope of work for the different manpower you are hiring. So that should be followed after the contract is given. In this video, I have bunched 5 manpower services: stenographer, training assistant, and other things. So you can add manpower outsourcing service minimum wage also in this cart. Now proceed to checkout. Then you will go to the next stage where you have to opt for bidding. Then once you bid, then you have to confirm that you have to check the rate reasonability. Now you have entered into the various stages of bidding. The first stage is specification. There are all 5 manpowers whatever we have trying to hire here. So you have to select each of them and you have to check whether the specification you have given is correct. If it is correct, then save it. Accordingly, you have to save for all those 5 types of manpowers. Then continue. You will go to the next stage, consignee reporting officer. In this case also, for all 5 types of manpower hiring services, you have to check the consignee and other details. Here you can change the nature of months and other things, and again you save. You need to do it for all 5 types of manpower in the same way. Then press continue. You go to the next stage where you have to set the bid opening date. So you can give 10 days, it can go up to 80 days. So once you fix the bid opening date, now bid life cycle, which is the maximum time you are allowed to finish the tendering process, and bid offer validity is you can go up to 80 days. So Then next is you have to go for bid estimated value, which is the estimation you have made before going for this bidding process. So for each manpower hiring, you have to put your estimated value. So for all 5 types of manpower, you have to put the estimated value. Now save and proceed. So once it is saved, the total value, estimated value comes in this box. Then you go to contract duration. Please see this contract duration, you can go up to 5 years at a time. 5 years, if you add some months also, it can go up to 6 years. Now you come to participants eligibility criteria. Depending on your rules and regulations, you can go for eligibility criteria. There are 2 eligibility criteria. One is turnover, one is project experience. Depending on your requirement, you can select them. So once you select them, you have to abide by GEM's criteria like 30% bidder turnover and project experience, whatever is as per GEM. So in that case, you have to ask for document required from seller. You have to choose those documents which you are asking for here. So again, if you want to give exemption to MSc and startup, you have to say yes. In that case also, you should say what exemptions you want to give. In this case, say we have given no. So now that scope of work what you have prepared, you must upload here at this stage. So the scope of work will say that nature of work and whom to report and all those things. There are other columns also here. Try not to fill up these columns, because during your technical scrutiny you need to check these things yourself. So if you try to keep it to the minimum so that you don't face problems. Only I would suggest that for geographic presence, you can give your state name. So basically, if he is not from your state, so he will not be able to become eligible basically. That is the only criteria you should give. And there is also a least cost method based evaluation, you can do it here. But if you are not going for that, go for L1 method. Now pre-bid details, if you want a pre-bid meeting, you can go for that, but generally in this case you don't go for that. Go to the next page where you have to go for EMD and EPBG. Now as per the new rule, EMD is not to be taken, so you say no. And for EPBG, the new rule is that up to 3% you will take it. So you have to give the advisory bank and other details like percentage of EPBG and duration of EPBG. Duration will be, if you are going for 1 year contract, then generally another 2 months we keep in our hand for the duration of EPBG. Then you have to also give the beneficiary details on the basis of which the EPBG will be generated. So enter those data and save it. Now you are going to the terms and condition page. In terms and condition, you will find a lot of terms and conditions, additional terms and conditions are available. What I say, you don't have to select all. This one clause, this is payment clause, that is very important. Please select it, because this ensures that the seller pays to his employees before claiming payment from you. Similarly, another important clause, terms and condition is availability of office in your state and dedicated toll-free number. These are the main terms and conditions you should add. There are some forms of EMD and PBG, all those things are there. So these are basically not very much required. You can these three things will do. So now you proceed for the next step, submit it, and you are reaching to the last but one page, that now you have to verify the OTP. So once you say I agree to the terms and condition, you get the bid document. Please save the bid document. During tender opening it will be required. Then verify the OTP. and publish it. This way your tender gets published. Please like, share and subscribe this video. Thank you.